Hi, welcome to LinkAsia. I'm Kara Suboy. Yul Kwan is on vacation. The westernmost state of Myanmar, or Burma as it's also known, is under martial law. Days of ethnic and religious violence in Rakhine state have killed dozens of people and driven hundreds out of their villages. The violence pitted ethnic Burmese against migrants from Bangladesh and India. Added to the mix is that the Burmese are Buddhist and the migrants are Muslim. The skyline near the state capital, Sittwe, was ablaze earlier this week. Mobs from both communities ransacked and burned homes. The violence was sparked by the rape and murder of a Buddhist woman in late May, allegedly by 3 Muslim men. In retaliation, a Buddhist mob attacked a bus and killed 10 Muslims. Since then, gangs from both communities have attacked each other. Some reports say 21 have died. Others claim there are more than 100. The government has reinforced the police and called in the army. Hundreds of Muslims have tried to escape to neighboring Bangladesh, but the Coast Guard there won't let them in. To help us understand the root causes of the violence and whether it threatens the Burmese reform process, we have Professor Thun Myint from Carleton College in Minnesota. Professor Myint is a Burmese exile and teaches political science. And thank you so much for joining us, Professor. Why don't you start by telling us something about the tensions that already exist between the Buddhist and the Muslim communities in Rakhine?
At the communal level and ethno-communal relation level, yes, it has been a long history of, so to speak, struggle between different ethnic groups and also the religious groups inside Burma, especially the Burmese Muslim groups and the majority Buddhist Burmese people. So this is not really a new conflict. It is the conflict that is rooted in the history of Burma with the colonialization by the British Empire, and also since the independence, the communities, once they gained the freedom from British colonial power, they had to sort it out differences among themselves, but those differences, the sorting of these differences were halted by the emergence of authoritarian regime in Burma. So the authoritarian regime basically somewhat controlled these potential conflicts under their authoritarian rules. And now with the transition to democracy, with the opening of news media and opening of freedom of expression to some extent, these conflicts begin to surface in Burmese politics.
Now, some analysts are saying that the military-backed government is inciting the violence. What's your take? Do you think so?
Within the military-controlled civilian government now, there are their own former generals and their relatives and elites who used to work with the military regime in the past had accumulated certain wealth. And although at the same time some of the Burmese Muslims who are also in the Rakhine state has accumulated some of the wealth as well. So I think local politics here is creating some of the friction between the business leader who were a part of the military regime to some extent in the past, and business leader who are a part of the Burmese Muslim community in Rakhine state. So they may be creating somewhat political conflicts to eliminate one another.
From what we've seen, Burmese media, including social media, seems to be stoking the violence by taking sides against the Muslims and even using the equivalent of the N-word to describe the Muslims. Have you seen this, and would you agree?
I am not surprised if some of those individuals who have money, wealth, and also access to the internet, and also access to some of the people who can write things in the media and internet, might be supported by these people to really create these kind of conflicts. So I think the freedom of the media, the internet, social media, is being tested. How in a country like Burma or Myanmar, which is transitioning to democracy, might utilize internet, social media, and how that utilization might hinder the progress towards transition to democracy, and or how might the social media, internet induce democratization in Burma. I mean, these are all possible question to be pondered upon in Burma now.
Great, thank you so much. Toon Myint is a Burmese exile and a professor of political science at Carleton College. You can learn more about him on our website.
Now on U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.